Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Curse of Oak Island Season 12, Episode 8. A large structure points to the eye of the swamp. In the latest episode of The Curse of Oak Island, A Bead on the Target, the team led by brothers Rick and Marty Lagina made significant strides in their quest to uncover the island's long-standing mysteries. The episode began with the team focusing on the Money Pit area, where they drilled a new borehole, D25.5, aiming to intersect the Chapel Vault, a legendary treasure chamber. In the previous episode, the team used advanced technology, including seismic scanning and core drilling. They uncovered layers of wood and concrete-like material consistent with Chapel's original findings, suggesting proximity to the vault. They continued drilling at a depth of approximately 109 feet. The coring drill reached what appeared to be a 9-foot tunnel. As they drilled deeper, reaching 150 feet, the team became increasingly optimistic that they had located the Chapel Vault, shifting their attention to the swamp, an area that has yielded intriguing artifacts in recent years. Rick Lagina advocated for exploration, believing it to be a multi-generational hiding place for valuable items. Marty Lagina suggested starting at the northern end of the bog, which Rick believed contained unexplored treasures. During the excavation, the team uncovered logs arranged in a manner suggesting a large wooden structure. Dr. Ian Spooner, a geoscientist, assessed the find and proposed that it might be a ramp constructed to move heavy objects. This ramp could potentially point towards the eye of the swamp, a perfectly circular feature of cobblestone discovered in 2019. Landowner Tom Nolan joined the team at the northern area of the swamp, confirming that the structure was not built by his father, Fred Nolan, a previous Oak Island treasure hunter. In a notable discovery, the team unearthed a tiny red glass bead. Emma Culligan, an artifact analyst, conducted a thorough examination and determined that the bead was of Venetian origin, with the red coloring dating to the early 1700s or late 1600s. This predates the Money Pit by approximately a century, suggesting that the island's mysterious activities began earlier than previously thought. The jewelry also indicates that there was some trade in the area. The episode concluded with the team planning to return to the swamp for further investigation, driven by the belief that the area holds critical clues to unraveling Oak Island's enduring enigma. The Curse of Oak Island continues to captivate audiences with its blend of historical intrigue, but viewers are yearning for some actual treasure that continues to evade the team. In the eerie depths of the Oak Island swamp, the team's latest discovery sent shockwaves through the group. As they ventured deeper into the labyrinth of muddy paths and overgrown vegetation, a large structure, partially submerged in water, came into view. It was unlike anything they had seen before, resembling the remnants of a forgotten civilization, its scale imposing and its presence undeniable. For weeks the team had been following an intriguing theory that the Eye of the Swamp was more than just a mirage of natural occurrences. It was a deliberate, man-made creation. And now they stood on the precipice of what could be their most significant breakthrough yet. The Eye of the Swamp, a circular formation within the murky waters, had intrigued and mystified treasure hunters, archaeologists, and historians alike for centuries. Its strange symmetry was too perfect to be a product of nature alone. Over the years, various theories had emerged. Some suggested it was a signpost pointing to a hidden treasure, while others believed it was the remnants of an ancient structure, left behind by an unknown civilization. The one thing everyone agreed on was its importance. The team, led by Rick and Marty Lagina, alongside their trusted archaeologists, surveyors, and engineers, had always felt that the eye was more than just a geographical oddity. They suspected that something was hidden beneath its surface, something that could unlock the secrets of Oak Island once and for all. They had made several attempts to probe the area in past seasons, but each time the murky waters and dense vegetation thwarted their efforts. Now, however, they had something new, a discovery that might hold the key to understanding the eye. As the camera zoomed in, the team marveled at the enormous stone structure lying half-submerged in the swamp. Its size was staggering. Large, angular stones, weathered by time and the elements, were positioned in an organized pattern. It resembled an ancient foundation, an old ruin, perhaps built by those who had hidden the Oak Island treasure centuries ago. Its location was too close to the eye of the swamp to be coincidental. It was as if the structure had been designed to lead them directly to the eye, confirming the theory that the eye was not just an abstract formation, but a deliberate marker guiding them towards something of immense value. Rick Lagina, with his typical quiet intensity, was the first to speak. "This is it," he said, his voice tinged with both awe and disbelief. "This structure could be the clue we've been searching for. We've always suspected that there was more to the eye than meets the eye, and now we may have just found the first real evidence that we're on the right track." Marty, who was standing beside him, studied the formation carefully. "The positioning is deliberate," he observed. "Look at the alignment of the stones. They don't look random at all. If anything, they seem to form a path, one that could lead straight to the center of the eye." The team was eager to dig into the swamp and begin excavating the area around the structure, but they knew they had to be strategic. The conditions on Oak Island were often less than ideal for excavation, and they didn't want to risk disturbing the delicate balance of the environment. So they called in their expert archaeologists, including Dr. Laird Niven, who had an extensive background in the history of the island. Dr. Niven was immediately captivated by the structure's potential. "If this is a man-made structure," he said, "it could provide us with some critical context. We might finally have a concrete connection to the people who were here long before us." The team wasted no time in bringing in the necessary equipment, sonar devices, metal detectors, and archaeological tools to carefully examine the structure. As the survey team carefully mapped the area, they began to uncover more details. The stones, though worn by centuries of exposure to the swamp's elements, were clearly worked, cut with a level of precision that suggested they weren't natural formations. In fact, some of the stones were carved with intricate patterns, some of which appeared to match symbols that had been previously found on the island, further hinting at a connection to the mysterious treasure that had eluded discovery for so long. As the crew moved forward with their excavations, they uncovered even more startling details. Underneath the stone structure, they found traces of what appeared to be ancient artifacts: wooden beams, charred remnants of what could have been a fire, and even small fragments of pottery, all signs of human activity. The artifacts suggested that the site might have been used for ceremonial purposes, adding another layer of intrigue to the already enigmatic site. But it was the sonar scans that revealed the most significant breakthrough. Beneath the surface of the water, the sonar detected a hidden chamber, large enough to contain a sizable object. It was positioned directly in line with the stone structure, leading the team to believe that it could be a treasure vault, one that had been purposefully concealed for centuries. "This could be it," Rick said, his voice steady but filled with excitement. "We found a structure, and now we found something underneath it. This could be where the treasure is hidden." The team immediately made plans to investigate further. They needed to drain the swamp, or at least part of it, in order to reach the chamber and discover what lay within. It was a risky endeavor, as draining the swamp could be difficult and time-consuming, but the team was more determined than ever. The excavation process would take weeks, possibly even months, but the discovery of the structure was a major milestone. For the first time in many seasons, the team felt that they were truly on the verge of unlocking the secrets of Oak Island. The large structure was not just a piece of ancient architecture. It was the key to understanding the eye of the swamp and the mystery that had captivated treasure hunters for over 2 centuries. As the episode came to a close, viewers were left on the edge of their seats, wondering what the next chapter of the Oak Island saga would bring. The stakes had never been higher, and the team's determination was stronger than ever. Whether or not they would uncover the long-sought-after treasure remained uncertain, but one thing was clear. The Oak Island mystery was far from over, and the discovery of the structure was a turning point that could finally lead to answers.